So this is actually the fourth time I am trying to film this video, and every time I go to try to film it, it doesn't come out right. So I'm just kind of like messing it up. Long story short, I'm gonna get right out the bat. I don't care about Snow White. I don't care about this movie. I'm not the demographic of this movie. So you're probably wondering, Rob, why are you even doing a video about something you don't even care about? It's all about the good almighty dollar, ladies and gentlemen. I need to get content out there. This is a hot topic. Let's try to run the algorithm. The one thing I've always tried to be with my audience, whether I have 200 viewers, 2,000 viewers, 20,000 viewers, I don't really care. The one thing I always try to be is transparent, open, and honest with each and every one of you. I am doing this video because everybody is talking about Snow White. I do not care about Snow White one single bit. I have no interest in it. I did not like the original movie. None of the Disney live action remakes have all been that well. Like, all been very, like, they were just, I think I liked Peach Dragon, and there was another one that I really like, Jungle Book. Those are my two favorite. Everyone else, like, like, even Mulan, I'm like lukewarm on. Aladdin, I thought was okay. After that, it's like trash on top of trash. I'm not the demographic for this. I am a 41-year-old dude. I am sitting here just trying to live my life, trying to figure out how to pay my bills. The last thing I care about is Rachel Zegler going weird, weird, weird. Rachel Zegler didn't do this movie any favors. Like, there was already backlash on this movie just on the casting, but then when you have your actress coming out saying, hey, we're changing the source material, this is not going to be like the 1930s movie, this weird, like, Rachel Zegler just kind of like threw a time bomb, it was just ticking, ticking, ticking from the moment she did her interviews into the release of this movie. Now, I do implore anyone who actually wants to get a good review from this movie, go check out Jeremy John's review. His review is like right on the money. It tells you exactly what to expect from this thing. I always follow Jeremy John because he always tells it the way it is. He doesn't play favorites on certain things, where other YouTubers, they are going to go into this movie negative just because of the hate for Rachel Zegler, the hate of the source material, and all that. And then other people who just want to keep getting invited back to Disney is like, oh yeah, it's great, it's great, it's great. Oh, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. Jeremy Johns, he has no skin in the game. He tells it down the middle. So I highly recommend Jeremy Johns' review of this. But yeah, 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, not great. I wasn't really expecting much. Like I said, Jeremy Johns pretty much said it's like a tale of two movies. It's like a completely different movie. You can see where they went back and reshot. Rachel Zegler didn't do this movie any favors. She just needs to know when to keep her mouth shut. The biggest thing about Snow White, and like I said, I care less about Snow White. To me, the thing that bothers me right now is the love story over in Assassin's Creed Shadow with Yasuke and some they, them, no pronouns, no non-binary character over in Assassin's Creed Shadow. How are you gonna make a game that takes place in feudal Japan and you have a non-binary character that says that they are they? We're talking about feudal Japan. Like, what? See, that's the fight everybody should be fighting right now. That's the fight that I can put, like, my skin in the game, you know? That's the one, like, leave this crap out of video games, man. We want to play video games to escape the real world, not to deal with this kind of horse crap. But as for Snow White, look, guys, it's a movie about Snow White. Is for little girls. It's to sell Disney stuff at the Disney parks. That's what the movie is, guys. I don't understand the, like, obsession with so many people on, like, oh my god, man, like, people are like, let me throw this up here. I gotta show you guys this. People are posting, like, the tickets seats, right? Like, look at the empty theaters. Like, look at the empty. It's like Captain Marvel all over again. Just look at the empty theaters, guys. Look at it. It's like, come on, guys. Like, who cares? Who cares? If the movie bombs, it bombs. Who cares? You didn't put your money into it. Now, I can see people that have rationale, legitimate arguments about where the movie industry is going, the way things are taking source materials and they're alternate for certain political stances. I can see the argument and having a great discussion about that. but some people are just grifting the living shit out of this movie. Like, people that were never gonna see this movie in a million years act like they have so much to lose from the success and downfall of this film. It's like, bro, you're 50. You weren't gonna go see this movie anyway. Why do you care so much? And you guys know the type of channels that keep doing it. And here's the thing, those type of channels, sometimes they have a really good point. And I'm listening to their point and I'm like, man, they got a really good point. But then they just milk a certain topic or subject, and it gets to the point like, man, you guys had me, now you lost me. Now you lost me. Now, I would like to think that I am not above hypocrisy. I am fully aware that there's a lot of hypocrisy coming from me sometimes. Like, Rob, you're the same guy that complained about the Little Mermaid recasting. Rob, you're the same guy. I would like to think that as each day goes by, I get a little bit older, a little bit wiser, a little bit smarter, and hopefully a little bit more mature. I would like to think I'm not the same guy from 18 years ago that was ranting about whatever I was ranting on YouTube when YouTube first was established. You know, I would like to think I'm not that same guy. Does certain things like bother me? Does the Rachel Zegler stuff bother me? Yeah, the Rachel Zegler stuff bothers me. I feel like we're trying to downplay history. We're trying to mold history into something that it wasn't. We're lying to our future generations about history by going back and altering things, by taking stuff out of libraries, taking stuff out of movies, editing clips out of movies because everything's digital now. I think if we try to hide the past, we're going to relive the past. And I think it's important that we live from the past. We learn from the past. And we're changing all that and altering who we were. Look, Warner Brothers and Disney put together some very racist things back in the day, but trying to change that, to alter your perception to younger generations, that's not going to help people learn. Like, look, hey, you guys did that. Own that. This is what we shouldn't do. It was a different time. Having Bugs Bunny just shooting Native Americans with like with bow and arrows and stuff, and making Indian jokes and stuff. Like, all that stuff happened. Don't hide that. Hey, own that, and then we were wrong. We need to be better. I don't want to live in a society where it's like Demolition Man, and then we're gonna get tickets for saying the F word or anything like that, and we're gonna start hiding who we were as society. Mankind has always been a very, very you know, I don't want to say evil, but we've done very horrible things as a human race, right? And it isn't just what white people did to the black people. It isn't just what Hitler did to the Jews. It isn't just what the pharaohs did to the Hebrews. Like you go back in time, and mankind has so much bloodshed and hatred on their hands, right? Every single race is responsible for doing horrible, horrible things. But instead of taking ownership and saying we need to be better as a human race, everybody is just pointing the finger. Oh, you guys were slave owners. Oh, you guys were doing this. And Hitler did that. And the Pharaoh did this. And they were shipping people for like we all did horrible things. Horrible, horrible things. If you knew half the stuff that people have done, what people are still doing today, right? People that are doing stuff in the shadows, governments, all of this stuff. If you knew that, you would not be able to sleep at night. But we need to be better as a people, right? We need to be better as a people. I don't know how I went on this rant, but we are so hell-bent on trying to rewrite history that we are changing the perception, and we're going to relive the past. We're going to repeat the mistakes we made if we keep trying to change that. So Snow White, I don't know how I got this on this little rant, but Snow White, again, they're trying to change so much different things. Like, what's wrong with having a great love story? What's wrong with all this stuff? See, I think that's the message that is lost. Right, when you see these other channels and are criticizing this stuff, they're talking about this, and I'm like, yeah, you got a point. But then they start hitting over, and you start talking about like, oh my god, look at the tickets. Like that's not important. The ticket sales are not important. Like, let's hit on the important things. Let's talk about like this stupid love thing that's going on in this game that has a strong black lead, but instead you basically demasculize him. I completely butchered that word, but and then you give him a gay romance in feudal Japan. So not only do you have a black character in feudal Japan, which is already odd, even though I heard the character does exist in real life, and I don't care. I had no problem playing as a black character. I don't care. Cool. Give it to me, you know? But then you make him gay, and then his lover is a non-binary they, them. That doesn't exist in feudal Japan. This is the problem with the world today. Well, this is the problem with America today. Because the Asian devs don't have this crap. This is a Western problem, you know? But this is, I understand some of the grifters, that they really have a lot of valid points, and I see their points. But then they just kind of take it to another level. Snow White is not the hill to die on. It's not our demographic. I can understand being upset with Rachel Zegler's, you know, her interviews, because they were bad interviews. She gave bad interviews. I understand them changing the source material. I understand if we don't take a stand, they're just going to continue to do this and do this and do this. But we also have to understand that this isn't a movie for us. This isn't a movie for us. And I understand the hypocrisy, because I was the one that complained about certain characters and race swap and gender bending and all that stuff before. But like I said, I hope that each day goes by, I learn a little more, that I become a little bit wiser, a little bit mature. Sorry for the long rant. Didn't mean to be that long. Thank you guys for listening. If you actually did listen to this whole video, please hit the thumbs up button. And I just appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic rest of the week. And I'll catch you guys next time.